Hello everyone, this is Scott, Warhammer guy. I just got done watching the Love and Thunder end credit scenes on YouTube because I totally forgot end credit scenes were a thing, and they made me mad. So I kind of want to go on a rant about them and a rant on Marvel as a whole. I don't know if you guys are into that, so I'm just going to record and let my thoughts out. My Love and Thunder video is doing pretty well for some reason. It's really just random thoughts and random things. And things that I actually feel like I was wrong about, thinking about it now. So here's my final thoughts on Love and Thunder. I recommend it. It's still a fun movie, but I actually wouldn't recommend it if you're a fan. I feel like if you're a fan, you wouldn't like it. So I would recommend it to anyone who's actually not a fan. So that's basically my review on Love and Thunder. If you're not a fan, I think you'll like it. So, I got done watching the end credit scenes, and I didn't bother trying to find a picture of it, because when I tried to find a picture for Love and Thunder, I couldn't find much, even though it's been out for like a year, or half a year. So I didn't bother trying to find a picture. I feel like I should try to put a picture on the screen, because it is a video and you guys should look at something. But I don't know what kind of pictures you want to look at. I can show you every picture I have. I don't mind doing that. See, I can show you this stuff. This is from all my other videos. I know some of you guys don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know what to show you. Maybe this one, because I don't like Marvel anymore. Maybe I can do that. Make it bigger. Yeah, this will probably be one of my last reviews, because I'm just done with Marvel. I really am. Maybe I'll just do this one. I used this one for the April Fool's video, but yeah, I'm just done with Marvel. I really am. So I just got done watching the end credits scenes, and I'll just tell you what happens. I don't think they're spoilers. I'll just tell you what happens, and I'll go on this pretty long rant. So the first scene shows that Zeus, I don't know if you guys remember, but Thor tried to kill Zeus because Zeus decided not to help him. Zeus tells him that the Greek gods take care of the Greeks, and the Asgardians take care of the Asgardians. So that's why Zeus didn't help him, because the gods take care of their people, not the gods. You know, the gods don't take care of each other. So Thor tries to kill Zeus because he's mature, I guess. So he tries to kill Zeus out of anger. And the end credit scene is Zeus is perfectly fine. Well, I wouldn't say perfectly fine. He still has a hole in him. And his maidens are there trying to take care of him. And I guess he didn't get any medical help, even though he's in a city of gods. So he's got a hole in him, and he gives this really awkward speech about, basically he wants people to fear the gods again. I think the Greeks worshipped the gods back in like the 800s. So he's been being worshipped for quite a while. And really, Zeus shouldn't even be Zeus anymore because Romans took over Greece. So really, Zeus should have the Roman name. But whatever, it's Marvel. Marvel is out of their minds. I really just don't trust Marvel anymore with all their decisions. They're very skilled. They have all the skills in the world. I just don't trust them anymore. But I'll still watch the Spider-Man movies because the Spider-Man movies are always good. But anyways, so Zeus is being taken care of by his maidens. He gives this really awkward speech, and then his idea is to send his son Hercules to go fight someone. I don't really know. And there's like evil music playing, which is weird because Thor made an enemy out of the Greek gods, but the Greek gods are pretty nice most of the time. They don't have their they're not perfect. They do have their downsides, which is what I like about Greeks, is they gave their gods like humanity. They're not perfect. That's why I don't really like Christianity. That's like my controversial thing. I don't really like Christianity because it's not very relatable. But I do like the Greek mythology because it feels relatable, even with the monsters and everything. It still feels pretty relatable. So Zeus's bright idea is to send Hercules out to go fight someone, and there's like evil music playing. That's the end of that one. The second after credit scene is Jane Foster goes to Valhalla after dying to Gore the God Butcher, and she shows up in Valhalla, and Heimlin is there, the greeter, and she doesn't have her cancer anymore because she's already dead. And sorry, I just ate lunch. Ugh. Anyways, so Heimlich is there, the greeter, and it's a pretty important scene. It shows that there's an afterlife. It shows that Valhalla is real. It's very jarring for me because they want to do the whole Norse mythology thing. They're not doing every character like the giants. The giants were a pretty big deal in Norse mythology. And then you got Mimir. Mimir was a pretty big deal. There's a lot of characters. You got Boulder. There's a lot of big names in Norse mythology. And they're doing Valhalla. They're doing Odin and everything. So it's just weird that they're kind of half-assing Norse mythology. I'm not sure what characters they can and can't show because I don't know what they have the rights to. But yeah, I just don't know how that works. So yeah, Zeus is alive, and he's sending out Hercules, a demigod, who's he's short range only. He's a melee fighter. So his bright idea is to send the short range fighter out to go. I don't know what he's doing with Hercules, but he says he's going to spread the fear. So the reason I don't trust Marvel anymore is because Hercules is supposed to be like the nicest guy ever in the books. He didn't join any of the wars. After his 12 labors, he was pretty much done with the gods, and he went to go home and live with his wife, which didn't turn out the way he wanted. But that's what he wanted. That sounded weird. He went to go live with his wife, which is what he wanted. He wanted to live with his wife, but things went bad for him. If you read the books, but he really was, he really was like the nicest guy ever. So setting him out to be like this fear-mongering guy, it's just out of, it's just wrong. And it's kind of weird, for the father to send his son to go spread fear. And it's the Greek gods. They've been worshipped for hundreds, if not thousands of years. They've been in the spotlight for quite a while, until the Romans took over. So yeah, I don't understand Marvel. They want to do the Greek gods, but they want to make Hercules a bad guy, which he never was. I mean, he was for one story, I think. Hercules has a lot of stories. He was a bad guy in, I think, one of them, maybe two. He was a bad guy in 2 stories, but he was a good guy in like the other 10 or 12 stories he has. Zeus, same thing with Zeus. Zeus was a pretty nice guy for like 50 of his stories, and he was a pretty bad guy for like 20 of them. So for the most part, Zeus is an alright guy. The 20 stories where he's a bad guy, he went all in. He did some really nasty stuff. But he was a good guy for most of his life. So, from what I understand, they showed like a preview, and I think Hercules is getting a movie or a TV show or something, which I'm just not interested in. They made Greeks the bad guys for whatever reason, even though they pretty much invented math, and they knew the Earth was round at like the year, I don't know what year it was, but maybe like 700. I want to say like 700. They knew the world was round. America was discovered in 1600s, so they knew about the world being round for a long time. Sorry for those flat earthers out there, but the world was round. They figured that out using shadows and obelisks. They used shadows to figure out the Earth was round. And then they showed Jane Foster in Valhalla. She's got the tunic, and she's hanging out with Heimlich. She doesn't have her cancer anymore. So I just think this is just... I recommended Love and Thunder because it was a fun movie that was pretty silly, that made me mad. And I do think if you're a fan of the comics, it will just make you mad. I understand they're doing a story from the comics, but it's a really bad story. I know they're doing a whole girl power thing with SheHawk. They're doing a whole girl power thing with SheHawk and everything. And they wanted a girl character and Captain Marvel and all that. They want to do a whole girl movement thing. And the girl, what is it? Girl Iron Man. I think they got a girl Iron Man now. So, and a girl Black Panther. So they're doing a whole girl thing. They made WandaVision evil, or Wanda. She was evil, but they're doing a whole girl power thing. But is this picture okay? Should I change? I don't even know if you guys like this. I'll get rid of it. Little editing magic. But I don't know what pictures you guys want. So I don't want to show you the same Love and Thunder picture because that's just lazy. But I don't know what pictures you guys are into. So I could show you Digimon if you want. I got Digimon stuff. I got Dead Space stuff. They got a new Dead Space coming out. I can show you some Dead Space pictures. I don't know if you guys are into that. But and I'll show you. I don't know if this will show up on camera. But you know, I got some Dead Space, Brutal Legend. I played that a couple days ago. You know, Skyrim. You know, doing it all. Where was I? So yeah, so they decided to make Hercules a bad guy for whatever reason. He was never a bad guy. I think that one time he was a bad guy. He was being mind controlled or something. Zeus is alive, which makes the whole City of Gods part in the movie even more pointless. The Thunderbolt for Stoll did nothing. Crag didn't die. He regrew his rock limbs, which doesn't make sense, but I'll just roll with it. The rock guy grew rocks out of his head. And apparently he can talk without a brain, because he didn't have the brain part, but he can talk without a brain. And I guess rocks just grows out of him. Strange creature. So, yeah, so it makes the whole City of Gods thing pointless. And also, the only people who took care of Zeus, who was the king of the City of the Gods, apparently, just from watching the movie, no one took care of him. Only his maidens did. I don't know if they ran out of money or what, but they just didn't show the other gods. He did say, Greek gods take care of the Greeks, so maybe that's why the other gods aren't taking care of them. So, who knows? The whole Valhalla thing is a pretty big deal when you think about Loki. When you think about the Asgardians, who, when Asgard blew up, that makes Valhalla a pretty big deal. And you got a scientist, of all people, in Valhalla, who was dying, and she's in Valhalla. And it was kind of annoying, at least for me. I don't know about you guys, but she was Asgardian. I don't even know if you want to call her Asgardian, but she, she fought for like a day. She fought for like a day, and she was in Valhalla. And I don't think she worshipped, the Norse gods. She loved them, but that's not the same as worshipping them. She didn't have a monument or a statue to them. That's a different thing. So she fought like twice, and she became a god. And her dying was pointless too, because the bad guy in that movie decided to not kill the gods and have a kid, right? So really there was no point of her dying, because the guy she killed gave up, Christian Bale. So really her death was pointless. She went to Valhalla. It makes you think about Loki. Loki being dead, or one of the Lokis. I've seen bits and pieces of TV show. There's like 2 or 3 Lokis now. So yeah, I'm just pretty much done with Marvel. They ruined Greek mythology. They ruined pretty much all religions. If you're like even slightly religious, I don't know if you'll like this movie. They pretty much ruined all religions. Norse mythology is weird now. I definitely recommend God of War over. God of War does a better job. It's one company making God of War, while Marvel is like 20 companies. So it really puts Marvel to shame. So yeah, it's just a total mess. And then they got SheHawk, which is a mess. So yeah, I don't know if I'll do more reviews. It's really depressing. Those two scenes took a lot out of me. Zeus being alive makes the whole city of gods thing pointless. If you think about it, nothing was accomplished during that scene except for them killing the color gods. I think them killing the color gods was the only thing they accomplished. So that's impressive, I guess, in a way. And then they show a scientist girl in Valhalla, which makes you think about Loki and how much, it's kind of a weird reaction. Thor freaked out about Loki's death, but Valhalla seems pretty sweet. It seems better than Asgard. So, I don't know. And they really do pull that Valhalla thing out of nowhere. So it feels really awkward. And the whole afterlife being a real thing, and with religion being a real thing, it makes death weird. Like, do religious people go to their own underworld or heaven? Do non-religious people not go to the afterlife? It makes death weird, for sure. And then you got Endgame, where they revived everybody. How does that work? If, they revived everybody, some people are in Valhalla, some people are in hell, some people are in heaven. I'm not sure how that worked. It's just a mess. I'm really think Marvel's just not gonna recover from this. I don't think Marvel's gonna, even if they do make a Spider-Man movie, I just really don't think they're gonna recover from that. And it's just gonna be all girl shows now and girl movies. Like it's gonna be like more Captain Marvel. It's gonna be more Captain Marvel. It's gonna be more girl like Black Panther. I bet they won't be bad movies. But who knows? It's hard to say. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I just really don't trust Marvel anymore. The new Star Wars movie looks alright. The new Pinocchio movie looks pretty bad. I like Pinocchio, but it looks really bad. I have no idea what the Star Wars movie is going to be about, because I think they pretty much did everything. They made Obi-Wan an asshole. They're probably going to ruin Rogue One. They'll probably throw in Princess Leia in there somewhere, because they like throwing her dead body in there somewhere. They'll probably throw in Han Solo in there somewhere too. So who knows? I think that's gonna be the end of it, because I'm just gonna be ranting from now on. Those two scenes just really disappointed me, and just really took a lot out of me. And I just really think Marvel dropped the ball, and I'm just not a fan of them anymore. You got Doctor Strange 2, which was really bad, and then you got WandaVision, which was pretty bad. And then you got Loki, which was pretty bad. It's just everything's really bad now. But I've been watching Digimon, and Digimon keeps getting better and better. So I'm just going to keep watching Digimon. It really is getting better and better. I've been having every episode of that show is fun. So I've just been really having a blast with that. I think after this video goes up, I'll probably make some Warhammer stuff. Just so you guys remember it's a Warhammer thing. And yeah, I think this video's been going on for pretty long. So I'll just end it there. Thanks for watching.